Hey everybody, this is Dream, and today I'm going to review NBA 2K21. Alright, so NBA 2K21 came out earlier this year. I actually just picked it up, so I figured I would play it for a few weeks and then give you guys my interpretation of what the game is. Alright, so if anybody's played past NBA 2K games, they don't change a whole lot year to year, but there are some subtle changes. So obviously they have my team and my career and my league, as well as just the play now. This year they've added WNBA stuff, so you can play as WNBA teams as well. I'll kind of show you what quick play looks like. So this year it's really simple. You can play as literally any current team or classic team that's in the game, or all-time team of each thing. Of each team, excuse me. There's also Black Talk mode, which is like street ball, and then there's 2KU, which is going to teach you how to play the game, and also like NBA Today, where these are all things that are just mostly in every game, but you can play the same games that are today, and it's based on the what's actually happening that day. So that's basically the play now part of the game. As for my team mode, I'll kind of show you what that's like. So my team mode is actually my second favorite mode. I definitely like this mode and my league mode the best in the game. So in this game you can start the thing and you get packs and you have to collect cards, and when you collect the cards you can use the players to create lineups and then play against the computer or play online. You have domination mode, which is where you have to go against these lots of different teams. You also have triple threat, which is a 3-on-3 game. Triple threat's always been a fun game to me, as well as domination mode. And in domination mode, there's an achievement for doing all the dominations, which as of right now, they're not actually all here because there's going to be more. But once you complete all these games, which you'll see that there's about 33 games in each one of these, that you'll get a big time achievement. There's also challenges, which are probably the weakest part of this mode in my opinion. I don't really play this mode very much, but there are spotlight challenges and weekly challenges and moments and signature challenges, and they just require you to do specific things like scoring so many points with a player or something of that nature. And then of course there's packs and rewards. I definitely like the reward side of this. I don't really mess around with packs too much because I don't spend real money in this game. Definitely don't advise that, but you can get some pretty good stuff, even because you do get my team points as you rank up, and you can from time to time actually get enough to get some packs. There's also the auction house where you can find cards to buy and sell. As you can see, I actually sold one there. But yeah, so it's a pretty simple thing. So you can look and find the cards that you're looking for. You also have coaches and shoes and everything else that comes along with it. I'll kind of show you some of the different items. So you have shoes that you can collect, and you can apply these to players depending on what shoe that you have and what kind of shoes that they will wear. As you can see, different shoes have different players that can be applied to them. You also get rewards for doing all sorts of various things, which are what these different things are. And then also they just added actually heat checks, so there's heat check cards that actually adjust. This is something that was new last year, I think, and this is actually adjusts the player based on how he's doing in real life. So if you go to the Toronto Raptors, you'll see that Fred VanVleet, for instance, is on fire because he's been killing it in the NBA as of late. But if a player isn't doing so, like Xavier Tillman, they won't be on fire like that. And that definitely adjusts how good the card is when you play with it. Obviously there's collections for that. Something new that they've added this year are these seasons, and this so in this you can actually complete these different challenges, like there's daily and month and kind of like weekend like challenges and things of that nature, and they require, and also level rewards. As you rank up you get some cards, and they all have challenges connected to them as well. And so for instance, like for this, you'd have to get 2 steals with the rewards version of Wesley Matthews to get that challenge complete. As you rank up, you'll get progress, and as you can see, you can get some new stuff as you go. So like my next my next level, I'll actually get the Wesley Matthews rewards card, and then I can use it to complete his challenges. But yeah, so this is a nice little addition to the game, and it also, you unlock some new cards as you go, and if you do manage to get to level 40, you will actually get this Kawhi Leonard, which is pretty awesome looking. So I am working towards those just as I do on my regular stuff. This does require you to play like all different assets of the game. Also, if you, for instance, they just added the new flash cards, so there's flash challenges. So if you get any of these cards, you can look at for the player and try to find the challenges for them. I got Dort in one of my one of the free packs I grabbed, and so I went ahead and did the 3-point challenge with him. But yeah, so that's pretty cool actually. And then they have the lifetime rewards that are going to give you stuff as you get more things and collect more cards and stuff. And so that's pretty standard for what the game normally has. As you can see, there's 594 stars in domination this year, which is actually a lot more than the original. I think it's 290. I don't know how many exactly, but yeah, so there's definitely more this year in the game and this mode. So I definitely like this, and every few months it actually adjusts. So you see that, actually I guess it's 2 months, 1 month and a half, where it actually goes to the next season. So I like that. So as you can see, there's 38 days left to complete most of these challenges. That's pretty much everything on my team, other than I can show you the lineup management. So it's pretty standard. You have to have one player from each position in the top, and then you do also have to have one of each position in the bottom bench players as well, just to ensure that you have enough backups for if a player gets hurt or something. Obviously, you can choose which coach you want to use based on the coaches you have, and then you can set their minutes, which is pretty standard for every year. You also have Evolution, which they added, I think, a year ago too. It's pretty same, and so you can upgrade the cards based on doing certain stats in the game, and so once they complete those things, then that card will be able to be upgraded. That's pretty much all that's here, I think. Yep, so I'll just go back up over here to my league, and then I'll show you my career. So in my league, it's pretty much the same as it's always is. You can start a league or play in my GM mode, and basically you're just going to play through as the general manager of the team. You can choose to play the games or not, but you're going to be making all the decisions for your team, and making determinations if you want to make trades or what you might want to do. You can also look for free agents. You can set up for trades. Just depends on what you want to do. So that's pretty much what this mode is. Obviously, you can play every game if you want, and there's so much stuff that you can choose to do in this mode. Though as each day that you play, you get some action points, which will allow you to unlock or do more things per each day. But you also have to be reminded that on the hardest difficulty, it takes quite a bit of time because you're not going to have many action points in that difficulty. And also there's skill trees, which you need to rank up in order to unlock different things to do. So it's going to be pretty hard early in the game if you choose to play like on the hardest difficulty. On the easier difficulties, it's actually a lot easier to unlock a lot of this stuff. So I typically like to play it on hardest difficulty because I don't think it's all that hard, but some people do. I mean, just, however you feel about the game at that point. And as you do unlock these like extra things that you can do, like pricing and facilities, and also everything else. At the end of the day, you can also play every single game if you want, so that's also up to you. And you can also upload, let's see here. You can also upload the, I don't see it right here, but anyway, you can upload like your draft class for the next draft, so you can, do live the new draft class or whatever you want to do. So yeah, that's pretty much what this mode is. It's not what to, oh, here we go. That's pretty standard for 2K to have a mode like that, and it's good because you can pretty much implement any players in the game that you want, including past old players. Just how we set up my league when you go in. like when you click my GM here and you click, oh, I didn't mean to do that, but yeah, you can pretty much set it up however you want, using old players or new players or whatever you want to do. Also, under the My League setting, you'll be able to play the WNBA season and playoffs and WNBA playoffs. And you can use any custom settings you want in those things in order to play them. There's also Start Today. My connection dropped, so that's going to be a thing that happens in this game quite a bit, to be honest, which is one of the downsides of the game. I'll show you my career kind of real quick. So, this is probably my least favorite part of this game. I mean, I think a lot of people like it, but it's getting so ridiculous when it comes to the virtual currency you have to have just for level per player. I've played, 10 games into the first season and I've barely ranked up at all. And we start at 5, I'm like 7. So it takes a while if you're not going to buy VC, which I don't, so it's going to take a little while to rank up. But you do actually can go play it relatively often. You can actually go run around the town and find a store that gives you a free spin each day, and you can get some boosts and stuff to play it better early on. So I'll show you what that's like in just a second. Let's go to the store. But yeah, here you go. This is a nice little addition. This at least helps a little bit if you're not going to spend VC in the game. Unfortunately, you don't get that every time you spin the wheel. I'll spin the wheel here. We'll see if that's have to wait in line for a couple of other people. This is usually a pretty popular room because people are looking for it. As you can see, that guy won VC, so you can definitely win some VC, which will help you with your character. And then obviously there's other items like t-shirts and stuff. I don't even mess with that stuff because I don't really care. But just so you guys know, I actually make a My Player mode based on a Kentucky basketball player. So I made a player based on the Kentucky players this season. Yeah, so I spun the wheel, and this time I got, I got boosts. So that's actually quite awesome. So, and that, I actually got 5 boosts per category, so that's going to help me build up that. And so I'm going to show you where that is. Okay. So when you go to the progression screen here, you'll actually see skill boosts. And so I got 5 more. So now I have 5 on each. And this just makes your character better early in the game, especially while you're trying to get better. And so you're going to have you'll have better games when you're playing because of that. You'll see that I have, let's see here, here's my TJ card. So that's my stats right now, just a level 72. And of course I'm got a 6th man right this minute. Hopefully I'll break into the starting lineup and take Maxi Keeler's spot here sooner than later. But yeah, I got drafted by the Mavs, so that was kind of cool. Obviously this is pretty standard the rest of the way. There's definitely other things you can do in this thing like trivia and play on the mic boards and things. I'm not really interested in that stuff, so I don't play it, but it's there, it's available. Obviously the game does want you to get VC because that's how you can speed up your character development, but I typically just stay away from that. So that's pretty much all I'm going to show you in this mode. Actually, there is a practice facility as well. And you can go in there and you can practice with the team and coaches and stuff, and actually get little like team bonuses and things for your player. So if you just typically don't worry about doing that, but you could if you really need to. I'm actually going to go back and I'm going to start up a game and kind of show you the gameplay in the game. I'm going to use the, let's see here, all-time Bulls. I'll just go to the 90s. And I'll play against the Lakers of that time. Okay. So when you start the game,
you guys have a new head coach, Doc Rivers, for the 76ers.
And then once you get up into this part, you can make sure you have your matchups how you want them. Like if you want Jordan to always be on that guy, or put Scottie Pippen always on Robert Horry as on, just because. So that's pretty much what you can do there. Obviously, before you get to this mode, you can change the settings to fit and sliders and everything else. I think I have it pretty much on default at this point. I usually play on Hall of Fame difficulty just because it's a little more fun.
2K Sports presents the NBA Monday Night Basketball coming right up. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers facing the 90s team. And now the Lakers starting group. Horry is out there with Fox. Then it's Jones. Then there's Van Exel. And it's Shaq in at the center, filling out the middle.
O'Neal, just a brute on the block, simply overpowers the opposition.
It does happen
that
a lot.
Is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Fox, no good.
They do actually. You can
Olajuwon with it. Jones covering.
It's a little hard to play when you're trying.
Malone in the high post. Stockton from outside. Rebounded by the Lakers.
At any rate, that's pretty much that part. There is also a problem in this variation of the game, which wasn't true in past games, where when you're shooting free throws,
outside Jones.
The camera angle will go away from the shooting. And you
back to Van Exel. 5 to shoot.
1 who's shooting and 2.
And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that. Lucky break there for the D. Yeah, the defender all
it happens like
over.
Once every
first trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good.
And Malone, a remarkable power forward. His footwork, incredible. And that jump shot is wet.
First quarter, just over a minute played.
There are some nice the settings here.
The three. That shot off the mark. So the 90s team will take it the other way. It's stolen by Van Exel. Here's Jones. The putback. Scottie Pippen grabs the miss.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall. Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And here's Jones.
Keep on getting threes. But I'm just going to utilize those options. I can also set plays.
Out to the right wing.
Manually if I choose as well, but I don't.
Here's Van Exel. He dishes it to O'Neal.
I just try to make adjustments.
And he makes good on the layup.
It takes a lot to knock O'Neal off balance. A massive player who just fins off the D with ease.
I keep throwing it away because I keep
Van Exel kicks to Fox.
But yeah.
Back to Van Exel.
But that's pretty much all there is to the game.
Outside,
there are
Jones.
glitches and stuff that are in the game
Shot
as well.
clock at 5.
And I do feel like a lot of the players
Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Here's Shaq.
They usually do
Good D by Olajuwon.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything he wanted defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
He looks bigger.
Stockton's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Van Exel. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Give this game a score, I would give it a 6.
To the inside. Got a piece of it.
Xbox One game. This year they actually have 2 different.
That's a miss, his second after 2 shots.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Pippen, no up.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
In this version, and this version.
Van Exel, no good.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Stockton kicks to Jordan.
I didn't pick up the
Here's Pippen, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Los Angeles Lakers.
Pippen, simply put, one of the best small forwards of all time. A defensive powerhouse and a fearless scorer.
And both free throws good for Pippen.
Improvements to my team, and I still like my GM.
That's tipped and stolen by Stockton.
my career.
And there it is for him.
Yeah, you gotta love the recognition there. Stockton just so unselfish, always looking to find the open man.
The Lakers trade.
I'm not sure if anybody actually likes this. Like
now here's Van Exel
to start to make their player high so they can play online with people. But it's definitely not what I play the game for. So.
Passes to O'Neal.
I did play a few games online.
It dropped for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. The 90s team on offense.
And they actually do have.
And Malone with the basket on the assist by Jordan.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Now, here's Van Exel.
There's a new mode this year called Limited, where you actually are limited
over to the wing.
And so that definitely makes it a little more open, so you don't
Jordan against Fox.
Team floor.
Here's Van Exel. A three-pointer off the mark.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here this time.
And he just powered that one. One of the game's top dunkers.
Those modes are only available on the weekends.
Lakers trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time.
That's pretty much all I have to say about the game. If you picked it up or you want to play me online sometime just to see if you can beat me, then feel free to send me a message on Xbox Live.
Here's Fox. To the left wing. Here's Ori. Pippen knocks it loose.
And it's always been about the effort defensively for Pippen, known as